Hey, Brian from Garage Mahal. Today I have a three-way decline weight bench. This is the picture. It's right here. So it's the GT619. So it comes pretty well packed. This is basically how it got delivered. So it has some these plastic straps on the outside. Make sure that you cut these off safely and make sure you dispose of them properly. Those things are a trip hazard. Okay, so let's open this box up, see what we get. So right away, it's got a nice textured coating on it. I'll give you a close-up on that in a second. Let's get all the parts out. So it looks like it has like kind of a workout regimen poster guide here that's taped in there. Some stuff taped to the outside of it. And it looks like that poster will get pretty much ruined the way that it's taped in there. But, I mean, obviously if you're buying this, you kind of know what you're doing anyway. So let's just try to save as we can. Because I always like seeing what other people have designed for exercise regimens. So, I mean, that's pretty good. It's a decent little guide. Then this was the instruction manual. So, and again, I'll give you a close-up of some of the stuff in the meantime, but I don't think there's going to be too much to it. That gives you kind of like a exploded view of the parts. And it says easy frame assembly. So you will see how easy it is going through this right now. So I'm going to put my knife away. And spoke too soon. There are some more tape spots in here. Okay. So that is the bench part. Put down there. It's got some rubber paddings. Looks like the washer did escape. Washer thing down here, my little magnetic tray. Looks like that is the wheel assembly. Got some foam pads here. Pretty sure I know where those go, but I'm going to hold off on that now. Then another package of parts. Careful how you're cutting through this. It looks like it's, from what I can feel, it's some more foam pieces in here. So it looks like kind of like the adjustable pin. Then some other little pieces here. Looks like there is a loose nut. So definitely keep an eye out for that as we go through. Alright, so now we got that kind of stuff out of the way. Let's get everything basically pulled out of the plastic. So it looks like it's a 14 and a 17-inch wrench, and it's got the Allen key here, so that's a little helpful. All right, so that is the close-up of the directions. So pretty easy to follow along. Doesn't look like too many steps. And like I said, you can kind of see this textured paint scheme on here, which, I mean, that's a good little detail. Usually they just kind of like paint them like a flat black or something like that. So there's definitely that textured paint. Very cool. Find out where that one washer and one bolt goes to. So it goes on the bottom here. So just kind of put that off on the side, but at least, you know, visually speaking, I think we have all the parts here. So that's a good thing. All right. Let's get the plastic off the bench itself. Alright, so let's take a look at these instructions really quick. Alright, so let's put this out. So it looks like this. These are all like tighten and pull type pieces here, so definitely put that foot piece out. And depending on your configuration, and then you just like kind of screw it down to like tighten it into place. It's going to be your part of the decline and incline aspect of the bench. So pretty cool. Just move this footing out of the way. Put this kind of like side there. Alright, so that's going to be your rear wheeled foot. So we are going to set that up so it's going to kind of go like this on this end. We'll disconnect this nut and washer. So basically configuring it going down like this, you can line up those two carriage bolts and they'll slip into place. Just takes a little wiggling around. And then I'm going to put the one washer on and then that one bolt. Nut rather, push the bolt down, screw the nut on. I'm going to make it loose right now just so we can make sure we have everything situated correctly. Well, I think we can flip this back around. Now we can have a sit. So I'm on a decline, get my sawdust off of there from my garage. Alright, so that's the decline section of this. So I like this. So it's got a quick move action. And it's got a double beam on it, so that is going to be very nice for setting up your bench really quick into whatever angles that you need. And now we'll just push this tighter together. Then we will use our included 17mm wrench to tighten these carriage bolts down. And it's not going to need too many turns, so again, make it snug. And again, after a couple uses, I would definitely check these bolts again because you're going to have a little bit of wear sometimes, and you want to make sure that you have that situated nice and easy. And then we'll put these pieces on the front, I believe is where they go. Okay, so we're going to have this piece in here, and then you can kind of set this up. And you're going to adjust this to where you need it to fit for yourself comfortably. It's also a great handle to grab on and get the wheels moving. We'll just tighten it down pretty good. Okay, so it holds in there. And then this is your foot holder for when you are doing decline or you're using this to do sit-ups. So just push those foam rollers on, nice and easy. Then we'll flip this bench around, and it has these handholds, and you don't necessarily have to put them on. Then you have these handholds. They basically kind of go right into this part here. Let me get that camera a little bit better. Better angle going on there. So they go on the other side. And you just kind of push it in, and you feel where the hole lines back up. You have it in all the way. Okay, so it goes right there. And again, if you're going to use this for some different exercises, like sit-ups, abdominal type of leg raises, great. If not, you don't necessarily have to have these installed, but it is there if you need them. Let me just get this undone. Case we'll do some abdominal exercises, leg raises. So we're going to put these in real quick. And they have shaped washers on it, so we'll really get these in here nice and tight for you. So that is basically done. Like I said, very easy to adjust. I mean, that's an extreme upright position. But you have your grades going down. Then you have configuration all the way down, so you have your decline. So again, that is going to be your seated positions. So if you had a nice, good incline, so you can sit. And again, I'll apologize for the sawdust, but that's great. So you can set your seat position at a bunch of different incline positions. And then, like I said, down here you have the ability to fold these legs in if you wanted to. So you can get some nice folded up positions. And make sure that you tighten these down so that way it stays in position, so you got a nice level bench. And there you go. All right, let's move the bench into the gym area and we'll see how it looks and we go from there. So stay tuned. Oh, and one thing I forgot to show was basically like how to get this into a flat bench position. So if that's your decline, or if you have it from an incline position, you basically want to go down to this little lower bracket underneath there, so you can kind of like see that. And then you have this piece that comes down from the flat part of the bench, and it has a little notch in there, and it has these little extra safety welds in there. So you want to get that lined up, and then that is going to give you your flat bench. So really interesting little design that they have there to do that. And then when you're done, you simply just pull this up out of the way. Then you have your decline, or go back to your incline positions. Anyway, Brian from Garage Mahal in my gym studio, and this bench fits in here pretty well, perfect. And like I said, what a great bench, super easy to adjust. And again, I love the fact that I can set it to basically any position, incline, decline, set up, so I could do like some ab workout, doing sit-ups and stuff. And this does adjust to different heights, so it can adjust to basically any position you need. And I love the handle on the front, which makes it super easy and super versatile to move around in your home gym. Anyway, Brian from Garage Mahal, thanks for watching, and be safe out there.